Hi, and welcome to another tactical exercise here for daily chess. Let's see, what you can see here is part of my tactical exercises, tactical training, in which I will try to improve my technique of calculation. And yeah, so I will try to keep it as long as last time. Try to practice at least half an hour. And yeah, so let's go for the first example here. Okay, white just played bishop b5, bishop d7. Okay, what I can see is that this piece is hanging there. But drawback being, if I just play queen b7 with the idea of double attack, knight h1 and knight queen d7, he just checks. And that's probably it. A first take with knight, queen has to take. Okay, this bishop would be hanging. Isn't there something hidden, or maybe just a distractor? Okay, I could maybe even try to play c4. The queen doesn't have many squares to protect this bishop. I mean, she has only 1, 2, 3 squares left where she could protect it. Okay, but after c4 you could play queen d4 with the idea of taking and taking first with check. Okay, so this is not good. I could try to pin this bishop. I don't see a route or way he can escape. After rook d8, he cannot. Okay, he could castle queenside, but then the a-pawn hangs. The bishop hangs anyway. I could just take it, winning a piece. After rook d8, queen takes bishop takes e6, taking the queen. Queen takes bishop. Queen is still attacked. Should just win. I mean, alright. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm on exchange up. No, I'm not. Wait. He has 4 minor pieces in a rook. I have 2 minor pieces and 2 rooks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it should be materially balanced in a way. Rook d8 just wins the piece. I mean, even if he takes what's left. He has 3 minor pieces. Got a pawn for it. And I have just an exchange. It looks quite decent. Okay, trying to give mate first. Okay. That's of course an interesting idea. But on the other hand, the bishop cannot retreat. I mean, he doesn't have any squares left. Which means if I just parry this threat, for example, with bishop f8, he's still trapped. If g6, queen can come. Bishop f6 is impossible because he just takes with the bishop and renews the threat because of the pin. So bishop f8 probably just finishes. Yeah, here we go. Okay, check, problem solved. I'm sorry for this. Let's see. Here. Okay. Well, this was rather simple. Let's download it. And go for the next one. Okay, next problem. Queen f1, okay, has very weak light squares. His rook is hanging on b2. Probably the main weakness here is the king. Okay, with something like bishop h3, it looks as if I could build a mating net. And, I don't know, kick the queen. If she goes anywhere, I don't know. Let's say queen a6, for instance, just let some any moves. Queen. Queen f3, right? Threatening checkmate. Maybe that's the main threat. Looks strong. He doesn't have any particular threat right now. After bishop h3, the queen has to go. Which moves are likely? Okay, queen f2, queen c1. Okay, queen b1, queen a1, maybe even. Queen d3 might also be possible then. Okay, queen d3 I think loses, right? Let's say bishop h3, queen d3, rook check. Okay, only move, king f2, check. Only move, because the queen controls e2, is king e3 and then rook f3 picking up the queen. It doesn't have an immediate back rank problem. Of course it's weak, but you cannot exploit it right now. So bishop h3, queen d3 loses. Bishop h3, rook c1. Queen c1. Queen c1, yeah. I guess just rook e, yeah. I mean, bishop h3 looks like the only idea. Yeah, rook queen c1 even, okay. Well, okay, now let's, sorry, this side. So, okay, let's collect the ideas. Okay, given check, rook e1 check is not helpful. Queen f3. Yeah, queen f3. Rook e2 with the idea. Yeah, which idea? Probably just taking on b2, queen takes, queen check, king f2 only move, queen f1 check, queen e3 only move. That's the problem. Queen if king e2 was probably, I could just check him. But rook e2 with the threat queen f3. If he takes, I take. And he cannot control g2 anymore. He doesn't have checks. He's on dark squares. And the only way to control it would be to go on the second rank or f1, which seems to finish him off. If rook e2, king h1 just speeds up, just mate in 2. Rook e2. To be honest, I don't even see a way he could avoid it. The rook e2, rook b3, what about this? Okay, I could give a check, king h1, okay. Looks strong. I mean, rook e2 or queen f3. See if the move order does play a role here. Queen f3 first. Which moves does it avoid? Okay, first of all, it prevents rook b3 because just queen g2 mate. The king cannot go to h1 anymore, which means he's completely in a net right now. What's my threat? My threat is just to continue with rook e2. Where can he go? I mean, queen f3 looks more net, just stronger. Okay, he goes for rook e2. Okay, queen f3 was an alternative by the system. Okay, knight goes there. Well, okay, if I take here, takes the queen, I just check and pick up the knight. If I take, he takes with the knight. I go queen e2 maybe even. Queen e2 and you cannot prevent mate. If rook takes, queen takes, I first give a check, king f2, and then escape. Queen f3 doesn't look good, right? Rook takes, queen takes, knight f2, which is probably the idea. So just check, take it out. Just, oh, okay, that's an alternative, I mean, stronger alternative. Yeah, okay, now I could probably just go queen f3, right? Threatening queen f1 and queen g2 mate. You could only play queen f2 then. Oh Jesus. I could then maybe pick up. I could now pick up the knight because queen check, then this comes. Otherwise after this I still threaten to checkmate him. And the problem solved. Okay, what's the rating here? 1977, okay. In Blitz it's 2171. Oh yeah, okay. That's quite a lot. Okay, let's download it. Let's see the time. Okay, 30 minutes. Well, okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, the king is very exposed here, especially if the rook here lined up, so maybe some discovered attacks and pins might be possible here. Also, this rook is eyeing. So let's say he has only two defenders. I have basically three attackers. So after knight b2 check, only move is to go back to the second rank. King c2 just isn't good. King d2 or king e2. Okay, if king e2, I just pick it up. Let's see, then okay, material balance should be there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, pawn up. 3 minor pieces, 2 minor pieces, 2 rooks, 2 rooks. Okay, a rook and a pawn up. Okay. Can I somehow deliver mate? Of course, I could take this one, the bishop here. If your king takes, I just take. But I would just regain a piece. Ah, what about bishop takes knight? Threatening to discover a check. And if rook takes check. King takes, knight takes e3, check, discover check, and picking up the rook. This looks like a strong line. But he doesn't have to go with this. I mean, he's still a pawn up. Bishop takes. Well. If he doesn't take, I just threaten bishop b2 check, right? If he goes anywhere, I just pick up this one. So maybe that's the line to go. Yeah, here we come. Check. Okay, just a graphic. I went back and go for this. Okay, this rook is not really there. Let's go back here. Here it comes. I'm picking up the rook, being a whole piece up, a whole rook even. Okay, well that was rather simple, despite being rated 1924. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, rook g7. The king is also slightly exposed there, and if I move there, I attack the bishop and threaten back rank mate. Which is probably even the decisive threat. If rook g6, we're playing black b3, I threaten the bishop. If he goes for, I don't know, a2, a7, I just checkmate. Okay, I cannot go for this. He could of course take my knight, check, and then play a7. And then just play king b7 and protect the queening square and prevent queening, and still threaten the bishop. If there, the bishop can only go here, but I'll then just pick it up. Yeah, I don't think this is working for him. Rook g6 looks very strong. Rook b3. b1 doesn't seem good because okay, rook a1 isn't possible, but this threat looks very strong. Also, something like knight takes a6 might be sometimes possible if the rook moves, because if it takes, I just mate. But in that case, you can play rook a7, preventing it. So what about this line? Let's go through white's candidates. Okay, after rook b3, I threaten the bishop and threaten checkmate. So you can go, of course, king a4. That's what you can do. King a4 takes the bishop. a7. With the idea king b7, rook takes. Check. Rook b3, king a4. Rook takes c3, a7. Check. I must admit I'm not convinced yet. So rook b3, king a4, rook takes a7. just knight a8, yeah. Rook g8. First give a check, collect the c4 pawn, then play king b7. I think they should winning, maybe even without taking here. So I have one more space here, square. Okay, he takes it. He cannot win that way. Okay, let me see, rook b3. What can he take? What did it say? King a4, here's the line. Rook c4, rook g8 even, okay. I'm just picking up the pawn. Okay, that's gonna be the line. Okay, this of course also very, very bad. King c6 again, threatening mate. King a4, rook b6 comes. a7 and just give a check. Because if no a7, if he returns, I just go back to b1, threaten mate on a1. If the bishop protects it, I just go back on b3 and then threaten again both rook c3 and rook a3. Okay, that's a beautiful example. Tactics in the endgame. Okay, let's check the time. 21. So let's say maybe one or two examples left. Okay, let's continue. Okay, queen has to protect c2. The king is a bit weak. I mean, if I could somehow check him, it would be even checkmate. I can try to distract maybe even one of the defender here of the piece. I mean, rook a8 for instance. The queen always has to guard this rook here. She doesn't have even any squares left. Yeah, okay, that's even the line. Okay, well this just wins a rook. Because if queen takes, rook takes queen, rook takes, I have just two rooks. Okay, it was way too simple. Let's download for the collection. And go to the next one. Okay, well the king is still slightly exposed here, a lot of pieces control squares. There's a pin on the knight can check here on f5 and c6, so discover attack, it's not an absolute pin. Okay, I can play c2 because the knight cannot retake. The queen could take, couldn't. If the queen c2, queen takes c2, I just take with the rook, remove the defender and defend my queen. So if he takes, I just retake with the queen. If, let's say, I don't know, check here, rook d7 back, and then just a piece up. But okay, what about c2? What does it threaten? It's just one possibility to go. So this, okay. I mean, he just has a rook more. Which threats do I have? Not many, as it seems. C2 has maybe one idea. I mean, it's rook f6 check here. We could then play just knight f3 and defend with rook g3. But what about c2 first? I mean, you cannot go to f3 because of the same idea. Just take it here. Or maybe even this one, rook f6, maybe even stronger. But if he goes to, let's say, c1 or d2, he doesn't control f3 anymore, so I can give a check. At least I can give a check. If king d1, I could take this one, attacking the rook, because if he takes, I just checkmate here, thanks to the bishop. So c2 looks very strong. And if I go there, you cannot take over the knight because I just check him. If he goes to g3, it looks as if it would be mate somehow. How should he survive this? Okay, well, what about rook f6, check now, knight f3, and then c2? The knight will is lost as well. In that case, king d1 is king e1 is met with queen takes check, getting the rook. Yeah, I think so. And knight f3, just c2. Ah, here it comes. Okay. Yes. Now c2 first or not? No, first taking it out, right? If I take knight f3, bishop e2 kill goes there. I mean, what else? Queen takes. King here is probably not good because I just go bishop e7 check. So he has to go there. I mean, this should be checkmate somehow. Yeah, g5 check, king h5. Queen h3 check, king takes g5, and queen h6 checkmate. Just this one here. Okay, has to sacrifice the queen. Takes. That would be to have 2 pawns up. Rook takes. Let me see this line. Rook takes f3. With king h4. Take with check. Check. King f6. Threatening g5 check. And rook h3 mate. So g5 has to come. King forward. Just in a way threatening to, yeah, just rook f4 and then picking up the g5 pawn. Going there. I think I can just play c2, can't I? Or maybe just rook f4. f6, okay. Ah, yeah, of course, with the same idea. If I take, just rook h3. You cannot take because the pawn is, just promotes. It goes there. And this is forced. Threatening checkmate, and you cannot go to c5. This wins, yeah. It's a very nice example. Okay, let me see the time. 29. Okay, so we are just about to finish our today's lecture. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Final session. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's tactical exercises. It was a lot of fun to me. Were some more difficult one among them, some more easy one. But I guess technical motives we saw were quite instructive and useful for daily practice. And yeah, I hope you tune in tomorrow for another technical session. And as I heard, the Beijing Grand Prix tournament has a rest day today, so no game cap recaps will be published today. I will try to record maybe 2 or 3 games tomorrow, but that's not for sure. It would be great if you could just subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, Daily Chess TV. Check out my website www.dailychess.org, and leave a comment and subscribe and share this show to your friends. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.